Okay, so here's a very simple program I've made. So count is going to add up the distances.
Yep.
Number is going to be the number of trials. So let's just start off doing 100 instead of 1,000. So I'm just going to do a for loop for I equals 1 to whatever my number was.
Yep.
Count. Random real in Mathematica gives a real number between 0 and 1.
All right.
I'm multiplying it by pi over 2 to get a random angle between 0 and pi over 2. Then I take tangent of that angle, as we talked about.
Yeah.
And then I just add that distance, count equals count plus x, whatever that distance is. So I'm doing what you said. I'm adding up the distances, and at the end, I do count divided by number, how many trials we did, and I'll give that to 2 decimal places. Okay?
All right.
All right, so our first run is that on screen?
6.5609.
So
Yeah.
about 6.5.
First time we get 6.5. Okay, is that more or less than you thought?
That is a lot more.
A lot more. Okay, why do you think it was more than 1?
Because of kind of what you said, how it's not an equal distribution, and like you can see the numbers. So between 0 and 45 degrees only go to 1, but between 45 and 90 goes from 1 to infinity.
Okay.
So it's going to be larger than we expect.
All right, so let's do a second trial here.
3.
I got 3.
A little more varied.
Does that surprise you?
Yeah, it's surprising that it's this varied.
Okay, let's do a third trial.
3.
Well, 3.69. Actually, I wonder why it's not displaying only 2 decimal points. Anyway, it's fine. Another trial, 2.76. Another trial, 3.79.
Maybe that 6 was just an outlier.
Okay.
2.4.
0.46.
0.51.
Okay, so after doing a few trials here with 100 trials, what do you think what's your new guess for the answer?
So I think it's going to be above 1 because the numbers we've seen have all been above 1, but there's been some variation because we've gotten like around 6.5, and this one's around 5.3. So I think it's the average might be around like 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna say around 3, because most of our numbers are between 2 and 4.
Okay.
So it'd be around 3.
All right. So now I'm going to go to 10,000 trials. So first of all, do you think we're going to have as much variation or more variation when I do multiple runs of 10,000 trials?
I don't think there'll be as much variation.
Okay.
Because it's going to be a greater number of trials. You're going to find the average a little bit better.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we get here. 10,000 trials. 8. First.
8 first. 5.
5.8.
Okay. Is that if you're going to round that to an integer? What should the integer be?
6.
Okay. But 5.87.
17.6. 5.
So it looks like there's more variation here. But the overall number is higher. Because we're getting like 5s and 7s.
Yeah, with 100, we got, between 2 and 3 a bunch of times.
But here we even got like almost an 18.
Yeah. So what do you think's going on?
You might be picking higher and higher numbers. It should seem like you might be picking the higher numbers more often because they're going to be more often than lower.
Okay.
It looks like.
And the higher and I guess below 45 and above 45. Even though those are kind of the same likeliness to be picked, the numbers above 45 sort of have a bigger weight on the count than the numbers below 45. So you'll see the impact. Since you're getting more large numbers here, you'll see that impact more than more of the lower numbers that you get.
All right, let's do one last video here.